Good evening and welcome to Weathersfield Talk. I'm Rick Gary, your host, and tonight we're here with two guests, Ivana Marrero and Dorina Federici of the Weathersfield Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you.
And we are here to talk about the American Veterans Traveling Tribute Wall, something that's coming to Weathersfield later in the year, and I'd like to hear all about it.
Sure.
Ivana?
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for having us here.
Okay.
And we're just very excited to have this wall, the Vietnam wall type thing. It's 80% the size of the one in Washington, and it will have all of the veterans that passed in Vietnam. But not only that, we're also going to have 72 individual walls with all the conflicts that the United States has had from World War I all the way to Iraq and Afghanistan. Plus, there'll also be individual walls of September 11th. So it'll have like the first plane that took off, all the people that perished on that plane, and then Tower 1, all their names, Tower 2, all their names.
Wow.
The wall is actually coming here September 10th, and it'll be here until the 14th.
Okay. This wall, where did this wall originate?
This one actually comes from Texas. There's all different kind of these type walls.
Oh, really?
Different
Okay.
organizations have it. And I was just looking into it because I had seen a place in Pennsylvania did it in the summer. And I saw pictures of it on Facebook, and I was like, wow, I mean, how impressive. This wall is gigantic. So I researched, I got a hold of this place, and it's not the same one that they used. But what I liked about it is that it had the extra walls.
Extra walls.
Right, and I thought that was just so important for everybody to see all the conflicts we've been in, whether it's Desert Storm, Somalia, any of those. We can have every single conflict the United States has had.
So this wall is obviously, it comes up in tractor trailers, and
It'll
and
come,
this organization puts it together.
We do. We do. One truck will come up,
Okay.
and we have volunteers. So we're actually going to escort it. We're going to meet the truck over in Putnam Park area, and we have the Patriot Guard riders, motorcycles, and the fire, the police. I think we're going to have some Jeeps also being part of the escort, and I think another motorcycle club may be part of it. We're going to bring it down to Marsh Street, onto Main, and then on State Street,
Okay.
and then into behind the Solomon Wells house onto the Cove Park.
So that's where it's going to be set up at Cove Park?
Right, and it'll be set up as a V, and basically it's going to go from almost the house all the way to the motor vehicle. I mean, it's huge. Wow. It's gigantic. And we need to have 24-hour
Protection or
yeah,
surveillance.
we need the security 24 hours, so we do have sign-up sheets, 3 people at a time every 2 hours,
Okay.
24 hours a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is, there's a cost to this, obviously.
Yes, yes. The wall itself to come here was about $14,000.
Okay.
And then, of course, we don't know what other expenses we may have. And what we want to do is raise enough money so that not only can we pay the expenses we may have, even though we're trying to do as much volunteer than anything, we want it to go to a veterans organization.
Oh, okay. So if you raise extra money,
Absolutely.
donate
It'll
it
go
to a
all to the
veterans
veterans.
organization. Excellent.
Right.
The wall itself, it comes up, but the volunteers put it together, actually?
Right. He'll be there. There'll be like,
be like
tracks.
okay.
And as we pull out one piece, because the middle of it is 8 feet tall. So as we pull out one piece, it'll go on the track, and he'll guide us on how it goes in.
So there's one person, obviously, with the wall that knows how to put
Correct.
it together. And,
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you saw this on Facebook, and that's how this all started?
Yeah. Yeah. It blew me away. I've never been to Washington, and I had a cousin that fought in Vietnam, and thankfully he came home. My 2 youngest boys fought in Iraq. And luckily they came home, and it's like, what a way to honor and a way for people to see the Vietnam Wall that can't make it down to Washington.
I've been fortunate enough to go to see the wall in Washington, and it's a surreal experience.
Yeah.
You know, you walk into it, and when I say walk into it, it's out in the open.
Right. Yeah.
But yet when you're there, you feel like you're inside of something.
Yeah.
And it's all the noise of the mall goes away. I don't know how they did it. Whoever designed that was genius.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Absolutely genius.
And that's a lot what the veterans have said to us. We've asked them a lot of questions. What do you like, not want to see? What would you like to be there? And we realized they wanted it to be a little bit more calmer and quiet and stuff. So it's just really nice. We have a lot of veterans involved in this.
Good.
They're coming forward like,
Good.
oh, it's just amazing. So we can get their feedback on it because it is about them.
And they're coming from all over the state.
Right.
Not
Oh,
just
okay.
Weathersfield.
Not just
but
Right.
volunteers,
Oh, yeah. Our
Has
meetings.
this wall been in Weathersfield, in
No.
Connecticut yet, do you know of?
Not
there was
this one.
One in Manchester last year, but it wasn't the same one as this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's multiple versions of
There's
this.
multiple versions. So that was just that one I think is the full size of the of the one in Washington, but it's just that one wall.
Oh, okay, okay. And the chamber decided to take this on as a project?
Well, let me
Yeah.
tell you a story. So Doreena's my right-hand person. Whenever I need something, Doreena's there. Anything I need with the chamber. She's our vice president.
Okay.
So I think it was June or July.
Yeah.
We were having coffee, and she's like, Donna, I have an idea. I'm like, oh. No, usually it's me saying to her. But she flipped it on me. And she was telling me about the wall. And I said, you know we can't do this alone. We've done
Right.
all the other events alone. We cannot do this alone. We're going to need help. So we got in touch with Ken Lesser, our mayor,
Yeah.
and with Fred Presley, the town
Town
manager.
right.
So we met with them because, we need their permission
Sure.
to do that. And they were on board with it right away.
Good.
Yeah.
So
Good.
we had a couple meetings and met with Parks and Rec. And it was a go, and Doreena's happy.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
And that's a great spot for it
It is.
because it's a big open space, obviously,
Right.
but you have a lot of parking. There's a big
Yeah.
parking lot there.
Motor vehicle parking, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's convenient to the highway, too.
convenient to the
Right.
highway.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's a great backdrop,
Oh, yeah.
with
It'll
the
be
Cove and
gorgeous.
the Solomon Wells house. And,
Yeah, it'll be really nice.
How long will it be? It'll be there for how many days?
It'll come on the 10th. That's when we set it up, and then it leaves on the 14th
So you
at
have
around
4 days
3
of
p.m.
viewing, basically. And,
Right.
it's basically open.
It's
All
open,
the-
It's
24
a
hours.
day, you can go
24
and
hours.
look at this.
Right.
Now, you're obviously looking for some donations,
Absolutely. Yes.
you know.
Yeah. Right.
So if people want to donate money
Right.
directly to this cause, they donate it through the chamber.
Yes.
Correct.
And we'll put up on the screen, there it is. So there's a phone number you can reach Dorina at, and there's also an email, office@weathersfieldchamber.com. And I'm assuming email them and you'll get back to
Just
them on
email
how.
me and I'll get back to you.
Is there anything on the Weathersfield Chamber website right now?
Right now, we're in the process of updating our website.
Okay.
So there's nothing on there at this
All right.
moment.
So the best way is to email or phone.
By mid-June, it should be up there.
Okay.
Right.
All right. And that would just be weathersfieldchamber.com.
Yeah, and they
Right.
want to make a donation, they could just write a check to, make it out to the Weathersfield Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Mail it to 200 Main Street, Weathersfield, 06109, and then just in the memo, put Memorial Wall.
Memorial Wall.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Have you raised some money already?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
we're getting there. Again, we just don't know what the final count will be
Oh, I understand.
for things. And if anybody wants to come to our meetings, the next meeting actually is here at the community center. Usually it's at the Keeney Center. It's the 29th, correct?
so.
6 o'clock, and it'll be in, I think it's the cafeteria the senior
Oh,
uses here where they have lunch.
Yes, yes. That's on the other end, yep.
Yeah, it'll be here,
So May 29th.
May 29th,
6
6 p.m. Right.
Well,
And
again,
it's
May-
open to everybody.
Okay. So I'm assuming, there's a lot of veterans in town
Oh.
who I'm sure would love to be involved in this, or parents. I'm a parent of a veteran, and there's, people, it's a cause that I'm sure everybody would be on board
Right.
with.
Yeah.
So that's
Because
fantastic.
at our last meeting, the majority of the people there were not from town.
Right.
Really?
Right. Right. They're not.
Well, that's the other thing. This extends beyond Weathersfield.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Right? This is going to become a regional.
Right.
When word gets out,
Right.
people are going to want to come from all over.
Right.
It's gonna be a great community event for
Oh.
Weathersfield.
And one thing that we can do for them too, if they come up to the wall and they're like, I'm trying to find Robert Smith, we have a website we can go on, we type in his name, it'll tell us exactly what
okay.
panel and what line they're on. So we can bring them right to it to see
Nice.
their loved one's
And then
name
they
up
can
there.
etch their name on a piece of paper.
Right.
Yeah, so we're getting all that together on how they can etch it. And if they can't, after I click a thing, the etching will come up and I can send it to them or whatever too, if they can't.
If they can't, if
Etch
they don't
it.
have, yeah.
Right. We're gonna have everything for them, but,
Okay.
we have everything available.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think it's a great, and I've actually had the mayor on, and we've talked about it a little bit.
Right.
We didn't have all the details back then, so
Right.
this is great to get all the details. And I'm sure a lot of people will want to volunteer.
Yeah.
So that you think about it, for 4 days, you need around the clock
Correct.
volunteers, 3 people at
Yeah.
each shift,
We've
Right.
got
Every
a
2
lot of
hours.
volunteers throughout the day. We're looking for
overnight
the
volunteers.
overnight shift,
Right.
yeah.
And we're going to have a tent for them. We're renting the sides to it because you don't know what the weather will be, kind of making it easier. The police is going to give us like walkie-talkies so that if
Okay.
anything, we could connect directly to them.
Right.
They'll also,
Sure,
look
they'll be there.
around and stuff, but 3
Yeah.
people at a shift. I mean, you could bring more if you want, but 3
Right.
signups a shift every 2 hours.
That's I think it's great. Is there a website where, do you know if there's a website where the people can see this particular wall, or?
We actually have a website on, Facebook, but they
Okay.
can go on, I think it's the American,
American Veteran Traveling Tribute.
All right, so it's actually the
Yeah.
American Veterans Traveling Tribute.
if you go on
Is-
there, you can see them,
Okay.
you can see
Kinda
what
see
they
what
do.
it looks like.
Right,
Oh my God, it's amazing.
yeah.
Well, again, I've been to the real one, and it's unbelievable, but to have it here in Weathersfield is going to be quite.
Yeah,
Well,
and
when Dorina
Impressive.
told me, the reaction she got from seeing it, and then when I watched the
Right.
video, it was like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
And it's a perspective, right? So there's 50,000 names on there.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's unbelievable.
Right.
And it's not that long ago.
No, no,
Right.
they just had their anniversary. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of, I will call them friends and neighbors who are veterans of
Mm-hmm.
Vietnam, and it's a very,
right,
obviously it's a very touching
it is.
thing with all the controversy and everything that
Right.
happened in Vietnam.
well,
Right.
especially with 9/11 and
Exactly,
and Judy
and then
King,
having the
yeah.
add-ons.
And
yeah.
Judy
Yeah,
will be the
and Judy will
speaker
be
that
speaking.
day.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we made
So
it.
are you gonna have like an opening
Yep, on that
event?
day, on that day.
on September 10th?
September 11th.
No.
September 11th. Oh, okay.
And we'll be basically following what the Plains did. We're going to go through all that. That's the way it's set up now.
Okay.
Right now, we're waiting to get the response on a flyover at around noontime.
Okay.
Yep. So we're going to, and then speakers. We're still in the middle of getting different speakers. I know the governor wanted to come, so,
Okay.
we don't have that firmly
Sure.
in there yet.
You got a little time.
Right.
It's gonna
Right.
be here before you
And,
know it.
yeah, there's little things we're starting to get every day pretty much lined up.
Is the governor's foot guard coming?
Oh, the governor's folk guard is
Oh,
coming
wow.
on Saturday. On Saturday, they're coming. Yeah, and
great.
they got a hold of me.
See? And see, once the
got a
word
hold
gets
of
out
me.
on something like this, people
Yeah.
are going to call you,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they're going to want to be part of
yeah.
it.
And we have Friday night, we're going to do MIA POW, and I have a bagpiper who's going to
Oh,
come.
wow. Oh, boy.
So it's just stuff. Yeah, no, I like that.
I know.
We're going to have boxes of Kleenex everywhere.
And then
Everywhere,
I can't
Kleenex.
resist crying when a bad
Oh,
paper starts.
yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
So.
a very solemn event, but very
Yeah.
heartwarming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those things, right? It's a memorial,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Yeah.
a very sad event, but it's also a community event where everybody comes together
Right.
and remembers.
Right,
And so hopefully
Exactly.
we don't relive. And
exactly.
that's the important thing about
Never
history.
forget.
Right.
Never forget and
Yeah.
never repeat,
Right,
hopefully,
yes.
right?
Absolutely.
So, because
Yeah.
nobody wants to live through that.
No,
either.
no.
Well, this is great. I'm glad you came here to talk about this. And again, everybody, if you want to get involved, there's the phone number, the email. If you're interested in volunteering, if you're interested in donating money, if you have an organization that wants to get involved, it's a great event.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it, I know.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you for
it.
coming on here. And,
Thank you for having us.
and in the future, we'll have another program
have
just
another
about the chamber and all the things
Well,
you're
that'll
doing.
be great, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Get involved. And remember, September 10th to the 14th, the American Veterans Traveling Tribute Wall will be in Weathersfield. Make sure you go see it. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you.